In this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to set up Google Ads for your roofing company. What I'm going to break down in this video is exactly how to actually set up the campaign itself, how to find the exact keywords that you should be bidding on for your roofing service, and how much your competitors are paying to appear at the top of the page when it comes to Google Ads results, and also the 4 core pillars of creating a high converting Google ad. So make sure you watch the entire video so you don't miss out on anything important. The very first thing we want to do is head over to Google Ads. And in the Google Ads area, if you are completely brand new, you can actually claim some free ad credit right here. Now, as you can see, if you spend $1,800 with Google Ads in the first 60 days, you can unlock $1,200 in ad credit. This is an absolute no-brainer. I really recommend doing this if you're just starting out your Google Ads account. But since I'm not brand new to it, I'm just going to tap on Start Now and load into my Google Ads dashboard so I can teach you how to do everything. So once we're in the Google Ads dashboard, the very first thing we want to actually do is find the keywords that we should be bidding on for our business. So we want to go over to the left-hand side, go to Tools, and then go over to Keyword Planner, and then tap on Discover New Keywords. This way we can actually find out exactly what our competitors are paying to appear at the top of the page and the highest search keywords that we should be bidding on. So what we're going to do right now is we're actually going to put in our website right in here, and it's going to use our website and find the keywords that are best for our service. So what we're going to do is just paste it in here, just like that, and we're going to have it on Use the entire site and then tap on Get Results. Now the very first thing we want to do is actually change the location to our city. So if you don't live in a city, just change it to the one closest to you, but I'm going to put this on Melbourne just because I want the most relevant data to my actual city. So I've put in Melbourne here and I'm getting rid of Australia. Now the first thing we want to do is just tap on this average monthly searches. So it brings out the most searched keywords out of all of them at the very top. As you can see, these are the most searched monthly keywords for our service. So we have roof in Melbourne, roof plumbing. Look, if you're not from Australia, you're probably confused what roof plumbing means, but it basically is just metal roofing. That's what we call it over here in Australia, which is roof plumbing. Roof repairs, roofing and repairs. What you want to do is just tap on all these ones that are relevant to your business and the ones that you want your ad to be appearing for. And I just want you to take note of over on this right-hand side where it says top of page bid low range and top of page bid high range. This is how much people are bidding to appear at the top of the page when one of those keywords gets searched. So I'm going to actually show you an example right now. We're going to take this keyword here, roof repairs, and we're just going to paste it into Google. And as you can see here at the very top of the page, these are all sponsored results. So these are ads. So we've got 4 ads right here, and all these people are paying anywhere from $10 to $37 to appear at that top of page. So that's exactly how Google Ads works. So what I recommend doing is just grabbing out all the keywords that you need right now, tapping on copy, and now we're going to actually head over and start building out the campaign. Now, I do recommend just leaving these keywords somewhere safe, so just paste them in your notes or anything like that. So let's go back to the campaigns dashboard, just tap on campaigns like this, and tap on new campaign, and now we're going to start building out our campaign. So the first thing we want to do is pick the correct objective. We're going to pick leads. We don't want to pick sales or any of these others. Leads is what we want because we want people to either call our number on our website or ad, or actually fill out the form on the website so we get all their details. So we're going to tap this on leads. All right, now we're onto the conversion action. So what I recommend is just adding in phone call leads here. Now, if you're wondering why they have a little warning sign next to them, it's just because I haven't verified all these right now. Now, I have a completely separate video linked in the description that goes through all the conversion tracking, exactly how to track people that are calling your number on your website, on your ad, or filling out your form on your website. I teach exactly how to track all those conversions in the video linked right down the description, but I recommend watching the rest of this video of building out the campaign first because you don't need to have the conversion tracking in straight away. You can set this up later. I've made it unbelievably simple. You'll get it up and live within about 10 or 15 minutes. So now let's go down to continue, and we want to select our campaign type, and the campaign type that we want is search. Everything else is shit. So don't waste a penny on any of these different campaign types. Performance Max would be the second one that you'd probably go to, but it's absolutely horrendous unless you have $1 million budget because there's not much of a great return on value for it. I recommend just going search if you're a roofing company. Now to select the way that we want to reach our goal, we want this to be on website visits, and we're just going to paste in our website right here. So I'm just going to put in this website and we're going to tap on continue. Now we just need to label our campaign. I'm just going to write this as roofing campaign. Now we're actually building out the ad. So here's the first mistake that most advertisers make when it comes to setting up Google Ads, and it's focusing on the wrong bid strategy. People often start this on conversions, even though their Google Ads account has no conversion data in it. So what I recommend is changing this over to clicks and then setting in a maximum cost per click. Now, if you remember what I showed you earlier with all those different keywords, there was a top of page with high range and low range. What you want to do here is just put in the actual average high range. So for me, I'm pretty sure the average high range was around $35 for me. So we're just going to actually put the maximum cost per click at $35. This way, Google won't spend any more money than $35 on a click. If you don't set this in, Google will end up spending ridiculous amounts of money for people to just click on your ad. They might spend $60, $70, $80 to $100 for just somebody to click on the ad. We don't want to do that. We want to have that control over Google and make sure it's not spending more than what other people are spending. Now let's just go down to next. We want to remove Google Search Partners and Display. These are just absolutely horrid. They're really hard to track. So if you can't track it, you probably shouldn't spend money on it. Now let's go down to the locations, and we're going to tap on enter another location. We're going to tap on advanced search, and we're going to type in one of our service areas. So I'm just going to type in Chadstone, so it takes me directly to Chadstone. So tap on include. Now what we want to do is just tap on show all areas and do all of our targeting in our actual service location. Now, if you are lazy and you can't be bothered targeting per postcode or zip code, what I recommend is just going over to radius and then tapping on pin and just dropping a massive pin, just like that. But if you are trying to set up your Google Ads account like a professional, we don't use pins because we want to actually do advanced bid adjustments later on for which different zip codes and towns are actually converting better than others. And you can't do that if you just drop a massive radius pin. Now, once you've done all your targeting, you just tap on save. And we want to make sure to change this location option down here. So if you're a roofer and you cannot be bothered learning how to run the ads for yourself, and you just prefer somebody who's a professional who's done it before to actually do all the ads for you, so you can sit back, crack a beer, watch all the jobs rolling in without you having to lift a finger, there's a link down in the description to my marketing agency if you prefer me to just take over and do it all for you. Let's get back into the video. So in this area, this is a huge mistake that 99% of roofing companies make when they first start their Google Ads campaign. I've audited hundreds of these Google Ads accounts, and this is such a common problem, is they have this bit on presence or interest. Now, we don't want this. We want this as presence, people in or regularly in our targeted locations. Otherwise, people from different countries, towns, cities, anything can actually see your ads if you have this on presence or interest. So you want to make sure to keep this over on people in or regularly in your targeted locations, so you're actually getting homeowners in your targeted areas. Otherwise, you're going to be wasting money on people outside of your area that you can't service, or just fraud clicks from other countries. So make sure you flip this over. Now scroll down to EU political ads, make sure it's on no because obviously this isn't one. You can go down to audience segments in here and actually target a lot of these, but don't actually have it on targeting, have it on observe. So just go through and tick on all of the ones that you think are relevant to your business. This way we can just do advanced bid adjustments later on as well for anyone who's actually looking at these different audience segments, because some of these will convert a lot higher than others, and we really want that data later on so we can really improve our ad campaign. But once you've done that, just go down to next. I personally don't use AI right now just because it's not the best. I absolutely love it, but right now for campaigns, it's just kind of sucky. So we're just going to tap on next. So as you can see here, it's just taking everything from our website. To speed run this, to make it a little bit easier for creating the actual campaign, we're just going to tap on generate, but we're going to change this over to the actual things that are working right now in 2025 for roofing companies. So as you can see, it's grabbed a bunch of stuff off our website. We just want to tap on edit. The very first thing that we want to change is the actual keywords. As you remember, we already grabbed the most highest search keywords, and we already know how much people are paying to appear at the top of the page for them. So we want to remove all these, and we want to actually paste all the ones that we've already looked at. So I've just pasted in all the keywords that are the most highly searched in our actual area. This way, we're not going to waste any money on poor performing keywords. Now, I do have to say really quickly, there's multiple different keywords that you can have. You know, broad match, phrase match, and exact match. My personal recommendation is having it always on exact match and ignoring the rest. Broad match is absolutely horrible because it just sends your ads to absolutely anybody who searches anything slightly relevant to your keywords, where if you have it on exact match, they actually have to type in that exact keyword to actually get your ad to show up, which is exactly what you want. You want people who have high intent and are searching these exact keywords. There's already plenty of search traffic per month, so you really don't need to worry about getting limited impressions on your ads, because like I showed you before, there's a ridiculous amount of search traffic for all these keywords. Now we're gonna actually start creating the ad. You know, the thing that people actually see to get a quote from you. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna put in our phone number so people can actually call us from the ad. So right here, I've just got two numbers here. I'm just gonna tap on this, and as you can see, it comes right down below over here, right under the ad. So people can actually click on the number here and it will call your phone number directly, or they can click on the ad up here and it will take them to your website where they can fill out the form. So once you put it in, just tap on apply. Now let's go through and break down the 4 core pillars of creating a high converting ad. Now every ad should have these 4 things. Number 1 is keyword relevance, so as relevant as possible to what the person is searching. Number 2 is a call to action or your call out fee. If you have a $0 call out fee, you should definitely lead with that. If you don't, just lead with the get your free quote. Number 3 is discounts or offers. If you have any, just throw them in the ad. And number 4 is social proof, so showing that people actually trust your business and use your business. So I'm going to show you how to build that in the ad. So the very first thing we want to do is go straight onto keyword relevance. So we're going to tap on this squiggly bracket, get the keyword insertion. We're going to put this on title case, and then we're going to actually paste in one of our keywords. Now we're just going to tap on apply, and we're going to pin this in first position, so it always pins as the first headline. Now I want you to not worry about the ad strength here. This is going to come down. This is a useless metric that Google has in here just to scare people off from pinning headlines. I've never seen an ad strength make a difference to an actual ad. So we're going to pin this straight away in position 1, and this is probably going to bring this down to average or poor. As you can see, it took it down to average. Who really cares? Let's scroll up. As you can see, we've got a pinned keyword right at the top, which says roofing and repairs. Now, if you don't know what a keyword insertion does, is it takes all of our different keywords like this, and whichever keyword your customer types into Google Ads, it's actually going to use this as the headline. So if they typed in roofing Melbourne, it would actually make the headline roofing Melbourne instead of roofing and repairs. Obviously that one's currently using this keyword right here. Now the second headline, we want to do something like a call out fee or a call to action. So here we have our second headline, which is $0 call out fee. Let's just pin this into position number 2. And once again, ignore the ad strength because it will probably go down to poor now. Yep, it did, what a surprise. But if we actually scroll up and refresh this, you can see it would appear as Roof Repairs Melbourne, $0 call out fee. Now let's go down to the description and actually start making our description very clickable by using our other core pillars, like the social proof and discounts. So let's scroll down and let's actually get rid of all of these, and I'll plug into high converting ones for you. So here's 2 different descriptions that I've just made here. I'm just gonna pin this in position 1, and then the other one into position 2. This is just so we can actually see what it looks like on the ad. Now, I do just want to say, this is just a demonstration ad, and I would recommend filling in other different headlines and different descriptions. So you could do some more actual split tests later on. But for right now, since this is just a demonstration, we're just gonna actually pin everything in so you can actually see what a good ad looks like. Now, as you can see right off the bat, as soon as somebody would search in something like roofing and repairs near them, they'd have an instant headline that is relevant to exactly what they're searching, as well as a $0 call out fee, and then a description that is just punchy as hell. So as you can see here, roof repairs, installs and maintenance across Melbourne, $0 call out fee plus $50 off today, 400 plus 5-star reviews, fast quotes and repairs. If you're not happy, you don't pay. Now this is an unbelievably great roof repair ad. Now I do suggest if you are going to be taking the time and really caring about your Google Ads campaign, you want to be making multiple campaigns for different types of keywords. So you'd have a specific campaign built out directly to roof repairs, and then a completely different campaign for roof tiling, roof plumbing, or just getting a new roof. Every single different service should have its own separate campaign to maintain that relevance. See, obviously right here, I've just pasted in a bunch of different keywords, but if I was to actually go live with this, I'd remove all of these and just keep this based on actual roof repairs, and then build out the ad like I have here, specifically focused on just roof repairs. But once you've done that, we're not actually done yet in the ad area. We need to go down and add in a little bit extra. Now, I would add in images like this of just different before and after photos here. As you can see, it's grabbed some different images from the actual website I've put in here. So you just tap on things like this. I personally recommend adding in photos of you and the team. I find these work better than just before and after photos because they actually know the people that they're going to hire. So if I was you, add in photos of you and your team. Now we're just gonna tap on save, and we can put in our site links. So this is just links to different parts of our website. You can follow the 4 core pillars with this as well and actually have different links to different pages that are relevant to social proof, the exact keyword that they search, which might be roof repairs, a call to action site link, which is just a page that goes directly to them getting a quote, and a discount page that specifically allows them to get a discount there. But once you put all them in, I personally don't really bother with call outs that much or anything else here. They're all kind of useless. So all you need to do now is just tap on save, and now we're gonna tap on next. Now we're gonna put in our daily budget. Now, what I recommend is just putting in as much as you can do. Now, obviously roofing is a pretty high ticket job, so you want to be having a large amount of ad spend. And if you want to guarantee a minimum of 10 clicks per day, you grab the maximum cost per click of around $35, you times it by 10, and that would be your daily budget, which would be $350 per day in ad spend. That should guarantee you a minimum of 10 clicks per day. It'll more likely be around 15 to 20, but if you've got a good website that converts around 30%, the worst scenario possible, which is you pay maximum cost per click for every single click on your ad, and you only get 10 clicks, that's at least 3 quotes. And I know roofing can really pay for itself because it's such high ticket. But if you can't do that, just put in any old budget that you can do. For me, I'm just gonna put in $5, obviously because this is just a demonstration ad account. Now, all we need to do now is just tap on publish and actually change our keywords from broad match to exact match. So we're just gonna scroll down and tap on publish campaign and then just let it publish. Now what we need to do is go straight to audience keywords and content and then go to keywords. Now that we're in here, what we need to do is just tap on the square here, tap on edit, change all match types, and we're just gonna change these over to exact match and tap on apply. And bang, now they're all exact match keywords. So that's exactly how to set up Google Ads for your roofing company. Look, if you do want that unfair advantage and you want to know everything that I can't share for free on YouTube, there's a link in the description to my home service marketing course. Will teach you everything I know about setting up and actually optimizing your Facebook ads and Google Ads campaigns. I literally train my employees in my marketing agency on that actual course. So if you do want to learn exactly how to do it for yourself, go check it out.